Three Bob night. Two more Bob Fergusons are running for Washington governor. Bob Ferguson could face Bob Ferguson and Bob Ferguson in the August primary. That's Bob Ferguson, the state attorney general, Bob Ferguson, a retired state employee in Yakima, and Bob Ferguson, a military veteran in Graham. All three are running for the Washington governor. Turns out, so at first you're like, oh my gosh, this is
How
crazy.
did this happen?
These same guys are like,
coincidence.
there must be so many Bob Fergusons there. Conservative activist Glenn Morgan, maybe you should call him conservative hero, recruited two people who share a name with the Democrat AG to run for governor. They officially filed to run Friday at the close of Washington's candidate filing week. So he just like called every Bob Ferguson he could find, like on Facebook and in the phone book.
And he found at least two willing
to like,
yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, like do something potentially illegal.
I'll run for office for your scam.
The press secretary for the Attorney General, Bob Ferguson, stated, there's only one Bob Ferguson who's qualified to be governor, one who has a long and distinguished career standing up for Washingtonians. There's no doubt this last-minute filing by two unknown candidates is an effort to deliberately confuse Washington voters. It's nothing less than an attack on our democracy. And then she further said, if you don't vote for Bob Ferguson could win.
Do you think they come up with insult nicknames for each other? Because they're all, it's like, that's Slob Ferguson, and that's No Jobs Ferguson.
Right.
Oh, for me, Bob Ferguson.
Doesn't believe in God, Ferguson.
But then it says state statutes say that it is a felony for a person to file a declaration of candidacy with a surname similar to one who has already filed for the same office with intent to confuse and mislead the electors. So it sounds like this is already illegal.
Unless they did, maybe they filed really sincerely. And
he was like, all right, I need two guys named Bob Ferguson that I found on Facebook, and I need you guys to run against the other Bob Ferguson, but I also need you to be sincere about it.
You need to mean it.
You need to mean it, because it's all going to blow up in our faces.
Yeah, if you win, you're in it for the long haul.
If we're just doing this because I asked you to just now.
This whole thing actually happened on, have you watched Fargo?
I don't.
In the latest season, which was great, they do this. There's this sheriff, it's spoiler alert, they do this in that, so... Maybe this guy watches Fargo. He got the idea from it.